cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Incendio! Leviosa! Incendio!
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Τώρα ακούγομαι. Α, καλά. Είχα ξεχάσει το... Πω. Οπ, καλησπέρα. Καλησπέρα. Τι γίνεται?
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Ακούγεται διπλό. Γιατί ακούγεται διπλό? Η φωνή... Ναι, αυτό Χρήστο, δεν ξέρω τι γίνεται. Λέει ότι ακούγεται διπλό. Εγώ ακούγομαι οκ, μάλιστα. Γιατί αυτό ακούγεται έτσι? Α, τα νεύρα μου. Δεν μπορώ. Μισό λεπτό.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Τέλεια. Λοιπόν, Χρήστο, αυτό χαίρομαι που σου αρέσανε αυτά τα βίντεο, πραγματικά. Γιατί θέλουμε κι εμείς να δείξουμε όσο γίνεται καλύτερα τα πάντα. Κάτσε να δω τι γίνεται εδώ πέρα, γιατί πρέπει να... εντάξει, δεν με θέλει σήμερα. Δηλαδή, να μην μ' αφήνει να κάνω δουλειά καθόλου. Δηλαδή... Δεν μπόρεσα να έπεφτε το ίντερνετ συνέχεια. Έχω ανοίξει σήμερα 3 φορές, αυτή είναι η τρίτη φορά. Και τώρα να μου κάνει αυτό με τον ήχο. Δηλαδή, εντάξει, κάπου όπα σήμερα, δεν παλεύεται. Θα το κοιτάξω και εγώ τώρα να ακούγεται ηχό. Αν δεν ακούγεται ηχό όλα καλά, αλλά τώρα να ξαναγίνει, τι να γίνει. Δεν πρέπει να... τώρα γάμο του. Ποιο ήταν το αγαπημένο σου κομμάτι, Χρήστο? Ποιο ήταν το αγαπημένο σου κομμάτι από το βίντεο, από τα βίντεο της Ιαπωνίας? Λες κάποια στιγμή, θα πας κάποια στιγμή, θα γίνει. Ή θα ξαναπάς? Τώρα φαίνεται φυσιολογικό εντωμεταξύ. Ο ήχος φαίνεται φυσιολογικός. Για να δούμε τώρα. Για πάμε. Θέλω να πιστεύω ότι είναι normal τώρα. Θέλω να πιστεύω. Ωραία. Με ειδοποιούν από το control ότι ο ήχος μέχρι στιγμής είναι ok. Ωραία. Πήρα και εκείνο εκεί το quest. Ωραία. Καταπληκτικά. Εδώ πέρα έχει κάτι. Σίγουρα είναι από εδώ. Οι φωνές οι χαμηλές.
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
Πρέπει οπωσδήποτε να πας, Χρήστο. Οπωσδήποτε. Είναι εμπειρία.
I wondered if I might ask how long you've been teaching at Hogwarts.
Well, it's been what now? 7 swift years. Time does fly because we have fun, essential in my opinion. An eager, positive and confident mind is the most open to knowledge, I find.
Some of the professors may not agree with your approach.
Well, each of us has our own style, I suppose. Some in the teaching field believe that hard work and dedication are the only keys to success. But they forget what drives those things. If one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones, then one is blind to the enormous power of play.
And that's why you teach the way you do.
Precisely. I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed in school. My experience was less cheerful.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. It sounds as if your experience as a student was less than ideal.
Had I received a more traditional education, well, enough about my student days. You are here now, and it would be a shame if you didn't enjoy it.
I'll do my best, Professor. Thank you for the advice.
You are most welcome. Try to have a bit of fun today.
Ναι, πώς σου φαίνονται. Ξεκίνησες, φαντάζομαι, όταν τα ξεκίνησες τώρα, πού βρίσκεσαι? Ας πούμε, είσαι στο πρώτο ακόμα, έχεις κάνει παραπάνω, είσαι στο δεύτερο, ξέρω εγώ. Εγώ μόνο κομματάκια έχω διαβάσει από τα βιβλία, αλλά πριν μου είπε ο Τάφετα που ήταν στο προηγούμενο live ότι τα έβαζε σε audiobooks και πρέπει να είναι πολύ καλύτερο να τα ακούσει σε audiobooks αυτά, ειδικά αν έχουν καλούς narrators. Λοιπόν, κάτι θυμάμαι ένα σκελετό. Πού υπήρχε ένα σκελετός? Υπάρχει εδώ στο δωμάτιο σκελετός. Όχι, εδώ έχει ένα lock. Άρα δεν είναι εδώ. Πώς είναι εδώ? Α, πρέπει να πάω έξω. Οκ, είναι έξω, είναι έξω. Στο συντριβάνι το τέτοιο. Επίσης, Χρήστο, δεν ξέρω, αν έχεις παίξει αυτό το παιχνίδι, θέλω να μου πεις την εμπειρία σου. Αν δεν το έχεις παίξει, να το παίξεις. Εμένα μου αρέσει πάρα πολύ. Το παιχνίδι χρονολογικά είναι πολύ πιο πίσω. Είναι πολύ πιο πίσω, δηλαδή δεν ξέρω αν έχεις δει το παιχνίδι της ίδιας εταιρείας που είχαν φτιάξει κάποτε στο Android. Αυτό ήταν, ας πούμε, 10-15 χρόνια πριν από το Harry Potter, 10 χρόνια πριν τουλάχιστον από το Harry Potter, και αυτό όμως είναι καμιά εκατοσταριά χρόνια, όχι, πολλά είπα, είναι 1900 κάτι, αν θυμάμαι καλά. Υπήρχε κάπου ένα αρχείο, για να δω. Υπήρχε, αυτό δεν λέει, για κάτσα, όχι. Ναι, δεν λέει απαραίτητα. Έχει. Αλλά είναι πολύ πίσω. Είναι πολλά χρόνια πίσω, τέλος πάντων. Έτσι μου φαίνεται εμένα. Και ασχολείται και με τελείως άλλο αντικείμενο. Δεν έχει αρχεία εδώ κάπου, Όχι. Outpost. Μήπως είναι στο Outpost κάτι. Όχι. Δεν γράφει τίποτα, αν είναι δυνατόν. Αλλά ναι, είναι πολλά χρόνια πριν και γι' αυτό και δεν ακούγεται κάποιος πολύ μεγάλος. Δηλαδή τα ονόματα που ακούγονται, όπως π.χ. Weasley, είναι κάποια παλιά Weasley, δεν είναι κάποιο... Είναι references πλέον τα ονόματα. Δεν υπάρχουν οι χαρακτήρες που ξέρουμε, όπως στο άλλο το παιχνίδι. Και ασχολείται περισσότερο με expansion του κόσμου, το οποίο εμένα μου αρέσει πολύ.
Might as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
When I'm in Hogwarts,
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Βλέποντας και από τις ρόμπες και τα ρούχα
I'm sorry.
επίσης.
I'm just...
Μου κάνει και πολύ
I'm
πίσω.
Nelly, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Μόλις το είδα στη
Each key will
Wikipedia,
lead you
είναι
to a
100
locked
χρόνια πριν
cabinet
το Harry
somewhere in
Potter.
the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you'll be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them.
Ναι, φάση ξέρω εγώ...
I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Ναι, είναι στη φάση ρε παιδί μου 1890, 1800 τέλος πάντων, λίγο πριν το 1900, είναι τέτοια φάση. Ναι, κάτσε να δω τα side quest. Το treasure map έκανα τώρα, ας το τελειώσω μιας και είμαι στην περιοχή και ύστερα τα Daedalian keys. Το οποίο είναι κάπου εδώ λέει ότι...
Revelio.
Όχι, εκεί είναι κάτι άλλο. Αυτό είναι το θέμα, δεν δείχνει καθηγητές οι οποίοι είναι, ξέρω εγώ, οι γόνοι τους είναι αργότερα. Είναι αρκετά χρόνια πριν και από το Fantastic Beasts. Είναι, ξέρω εγώ, τουλάχιστον καμιά 30 χρόνια. Οπότε, σκέψου ας πούμε ότι headmaster τώρα στο σχολείο είναι ένας Black. Ο οποίος, εντάξει, τι σχέση τώρα είναι ο Black, ας πούμε, ο οποίος... Δεν ξέρω αν, ας πούμε, στο Fantastic Beasts ήταν ο Black ή αν είχε αλλάξει, αλλά ναι. Αν σκεφτούμε, ας πούμε, ότι ο Dumbledore και η McGonagall στο Fantastic Beasts ήταν σχετικά νέοι και φρέσκοι, μάλλον αυτό σημαίνει ότι δεν έχουν γεννηθεί ακόμα. Οπότε μπορεί να είναι οι γονείς τους, ας πούμε. Μία Vice Headmistress, ας πούμε, είναι μία Weasley, η οποία είναι μία Weasley. Είναι αυτή η πόρτα εκεί, λέει, μάλιστα. Τι φάση? Και θέλει το άκιο σε αυτό. Οκ, ναι. Θέλει την πόρτα που είναι εκεί πίσω, μάλιστα. Από εδώ δηλαδή να πάμε σε αυτήν εκεί την πόρτα. Αλλά δεν του συνδέει. Δεν ξέρω αν καταλαβαίνεις τι εννοώ. Σου λέει ότι είναι references, πλέον δεν είναι κάτι πολύ σημαντικό στην ιστορία. Και εγώ δεν έχω φτάσει και σε σημείο να λένε ακόμα κάτι. Πέρα από ότι υπάρχει αυτό το story, ας πούμε, που τρέχει τώρα και έχουμε αυτό το rebellion ενός goblin συγκεκριμένου, Και αυτοί είναι που κάνουν τώρα προβλήματα, ας πούμε, και η ιστορία είναι σε αυτό. Και ναι.
This stairwell looks promising. Lumos. Revelio.
Never take a sleep with dragon. Sleep with dragon.
Revelio.
I spend the entire day in Hogwarts if I could.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now, where's the treasure? Aha! There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
Ναι, αλλά πού είναι τώρα το άλλο με το Lumos? Nice.
Do you think anyone has found it?
Nice. Οι Founders, ο Μέρλιν. Τι ήταν το 1289 δεν ξέρω. Οπ! Τι θες εσύ? Τι είσαι εσύ? Είσαι από δάφτους, μπορεί.
Said I had a complexion.
And why is she always holding his hand? I've seen them.
Γκομενικά. Οκ, κάποια στιγμή θα το βρω. Κάποια στιγμή. Not today.
And the boys don't make it any easier. The noise from their door. I should think there's an entire ward in St. Mungo's for transfiguration accidents.
I asked to meet Takata Tutor in the Transfiguration.
Να το κάνω, οκ, από εδώ it is.
Not sure he's in at the present moment.
Πολύ ωραίο γενικά και το ambience. Αυτό που όλοι οι μαθητές κάνουν κάτι. Περνάει ένας, έχει τη σκούπα του, κάποιος άλλος έχει τα βιβλία του, κάποιος άλλος απλά παίζει, κάποιος κουτσομπολεύει. Ο καθένας είναι πολύ διαφορετικός.
I spent hours trying to conjure a meat pie when I was a first year. Only to then
Find anything yet?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Άρα από εδώ και πέρα, άμα βρίσκουμε τέτοια... Γατόνια...
I used to enjoy flying.
Leviosa!
Revelio.
Train trolls for ballet. Καθένας είχε τη δικά του τρελά πράγματα. Οκ.
defense against the dark arts can be intimidating, but Professor Hackett actually...
Και τριγυρνάω χωρίς καν τη στολή μου, γιατί είμαι ρέμπελος.
People are always fussing about me like that. Someone was trying to come up with
Broomsticks are so elegant.
Οκ. Χάρτης. Herbology. Πάμε. Track.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as who...
Ένας Gaunt. Όπου η Gaunt να πέσει. Γιατί εδώ δεν υπάρχει το flow powder που σκάτα είναι. Τέλος πάντων, είναι νύχτα που σημαίνει ότι έτσι και θα περιμένω για να μην γίνει δουλειά.
Life is so peaceful in the hamlets.
Άλλη μια όμορφη μέρα.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil!
λίγο στη φάση σκάστε.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Είναι και λίγο στη φάση το μεταξύ που βλέπεις ότι όλα τα μαθήματα που έκαναν στα βιβλία, στο Harry Potter και στις ταινίες είναι ένα curriculum το οποίο το κάνουν στους αιώνες. Γιατί αυτό το βρήκανε και το κάνουν.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage.
The what?
You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And
yeah, right.
Ravenclaws too. At least you did. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Revelio.
Ωραία. Οκ. Okay.
Look at that! They'll tromp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
The garden requires patience, and with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Δεν καταλαβαίνω πραγματικά μερικούς που καταφέρνουν αυτό το πράγμα.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything good, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Eleanor Everley. Μάλιστα. Τεράστιο θερμοκήπιο όμως. Potions, okay.
My sister will be home.
Από αυτά δεν τα άκουγα ποτέ νομίζω με ηχεία. Δεν τα άκουγα ποτέ αυτά.
The most I've ever been able to conquer.
That's the last time I have
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor, I saw an aura about it on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Χαμός γίνεται με τον Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Ο τύπος είναι vibes, απλά. Είναι mood.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Gareth Weasley. Oh. Oh well.
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Ah!
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Okay, κάτι μου λέει ότι θα έχω πολύ πρόβλημα.
Your potion should not be there.
Είναι ένα υπέροχο φούξιο Fwooper feather. Nice.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Well done indeed. Τι έγινε τώρα?
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Here's the Frupa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. Brilliant. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Yeah.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what...
Keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Okay, πού είναι το δικό μου workstation, είπαμε.
Should you chop the dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing a potion at your cauldron. Finish your potion and then return to me.
Αυτό είναι. Okay. Edurus. Select.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh! No! Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Όλα τα βλέπει αυτός. Για κάτσε.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay, bye.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Πού εδώ! Άκουσα πριν λίγο.
Revelio.
Πού είναι? Να το.
Revelio.
Οκ. Το Sharp ήταν horror. Οκ. Why not?
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Τι είναι αυτό εκεί? Κάτι που δεν έχει σημασία.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Το ορκίζομαι. Δεν έκανε τα πράγματα σκατά πάλι. Oh well. Μ' αρέσει που έχουν τέτοιο. Κοίτα εδώ, είναι σαν μικρό μαγαζάκι. Εδώ θα κάνεις αυτό.
Something else too. A dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
Okay. Map. That's it. Δεν γίνεται. Οκ, άρα να πάω τώρα να βρω την Ονάη. Την Ατσάη. Πάμε world map. Πάω να βρω την Νάτη.
That was it. Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech. Stirred clockwise.
I hate to see a creature get put down.
Revelio.
Gregory the Smarmy. Okay. Τι ωραίο.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
How much longer do you think Black?
Haha, nice. Δεν μ' αρέσει αυτός ο τύπος. Πάω Αμερική, τέλος, άντε γεια. Στο Elvermorny. Να και το Fantastic Beast reference. Εγώ πιστεύω ότι έχουν κάνει φοβερή δουλειά με το world building.
Revelio.
φυτά παντού. Από εδώ θα πάμε. Τι είναι εδώ? Τι είσαι εσύ? Δεν μπαίνεις εδώ. Τι μπαίνεις εδώ? Αν είναι δυνατόν. Υπάρχει μια πόρτα και δεν με αφήνει να την ανοίξω. Α, εδώ είναι εκείνη η αίθουσα. Εκείνη είναι η τάξη που είχε εκείνο το βιτρό. Nice.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Business class, okay. Πάρθηκε η ώρα του, I guess.
Revelio.
Τίποτα. Okay. Μ' αρέσει που μου λέει να πάω από το δρόμο και να μην κάνω parkour. Δεν είναι η άλλη είσοδος του Hogwarts. Είναι τόσο τεράστια. Κάνα τον κύκλο μόνο. Τι είσαι εσύ? Πάλι έχασα κάτι. Oh well. Όλο ξεχνάω. Τι είναι αυτό τώρα το καινούριο? Ah. Looks nice. Αυτό είναι πιο travel όμως, μ' αρέσει. Κάτσε. Μπορώ να πετάξω αυτά.
Revelio.
Okay. Stuff. Έχουν αετούς. Χαρταετούς. Και εδώ υπάρχει και μια σπηλιά, βλέπω. Κάτι που μάλλον δεν μπορώ να κάνω.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
Should I?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
How dare you threaten me?
Okay.
What's going on here?
mummy.
Auntie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, mummy.
Seems a pleasant.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Expelliarmus can disarm a dark wizard, no doubt. But then what? Fleeing? Only a hairy-hearted.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Oh, and a painter.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Κακό.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
Okay.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Ναι.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Α, πούλησα κάτι που δεν έπρεπε. Damn it. Damn it. Δεν έχω να πάρω πίσω τίποτα, Nope. That was it. Δεν πειράζει, I guess. Ω, σκατά. Δεν πειράζει, θα βρω καλύτερο, αλλά και πάλι κρίμα.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Protego!
Ναι, ελπίζω να το έχει κρατήσει. Για να δω. Πουλήθηκε, πάει. Ναι, έχει μείνει, εντάξει. Αλλά κρίμα. Δεν πειράζει, θα βρω καλύτερα, I guess. Σπάει τα πάντα όπου πάει. Γιατί σπάει τα πάντα.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
Careful now! You could hurt someone!
Revelio.
Ooh.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Μάλιστα, εδώ κάπου είναι.
An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example. Come.
Για να δω τώρα.
only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Οκ, μόνο από την ίσο την κύριε μπορώ να πω. Οκ. Κατάλαβα. Δεν με περιμένει κανείς.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Nothing over here.
Πού είναι τα cards όμως?
Patrolling this area is a waste of my time. Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Did it.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Οκ, τώρα θα μπορούσα απλά να τους... να το κάνω άλλη στιγμή.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last. Is somebody there? Up for a minute?
Won't get away with that!
Ranrock will lead us to victory! I shall avenge your death.
You seem tired.
Levioso. Levioso. Here, take it.
This will not go well for you.
How many of you are there?
You will regret coming here.
Levioso.
If only Ranrock were here to feed him.
Here.
Oh! I won't rest. Easily diverted. I've been fighting since before you were born. Pity, not quite. Not quite. You were not quick enough. You can't stop us. I won't rest until you're
An intruder! Have you? No!
Protego.
run with. Take a die, do you?
Was that your best?
You won't survive this, my young friend.
That was quite something.
Your helm. Thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. I know who my friends are now, don't I?
Eight legs is simply too many.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my carts.
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Simple, clean, and nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, hello, hello. No, not yet. I'm doing some side questing. I didn't have my flying lesson yet, so... But in another gameplay I have, and it's amazing. So, yes. I'm doing kind of a lot of side questing right now. And who might you be?
I beseech you for some assistance.
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm gonna
So
be glitched,
sorry.
is it? I mean,
What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know
So-
that neither
so far I
they nor
haven't
their
had
boat
some
made it back to shore.
glitches other than
They were
menu
presumed
bugs.
drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever
Oh,
again.
and
A
I see
treasured
that
family
probably if it's a
astrolabe vanished
console,
with them that night.
Maybe then it's
If you could
also
dive down and
some
retrieve
bugs
it,
evolved.
I may be able to bring my father some peace.
I mean, if you have a console, maybe you have some bugs. I don't know about the computer so far. In the computer, I didn't have any bugs so far.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Would he now?
Students, you can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I'll have taken your life before you even realise...
I refuse to be treated in this manner!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh, really?
Ha ha! Time to teach! We can hold them off! Hang on!
I'm not going anywhere.
You'll take this student over my dead body! Is that the best you got?
I hate heights!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Protect! Sponsor!
Γιατί μου λέτε, αυτά είναι λίγο brutal. Θα δώσω brutal.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Nice.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyres sink.
Yes, how beautiful! Good. What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Yay! Πολύ πράγμα.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Και δεν έχω κάνει τη σκούπα μου ακόμα, ξέρω ότι θα κάνει τις αποστάσεις. Πίσω υπάρχει το flu powder. Okay. Ας μην περπατήσω ως εκεί. Hogsmeade map. Travel. Yum yum.
Unicorn blood will keep you alive.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
Surely you could continue searching the Owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand-maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes, and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Me good student, me help.
What's more powerful than the dark arts? Not even love, I reckon. I question
Έχω τίποτα να κάνω εδώ στο Hogwarts μου τάραγε. Σελίδες έχω πάρει, όχι όλες.
Standing behind a hill, counting nuts and sickles for birds.
Fortunate the school's so close to home.
Οκ. Θα μπορούσα τότε ίσως να πάω στο Hogwarts Mall, αλλά... Ναι, travel εδώ, αφού δεν έχω ξαναπάει εκεί. Πιο σύντομα από το να πάω στο Hogwarts πρώτα. Αυτό είναι το Ailiroy, λοιπόν. Μάλιστα. Α, μπορείς να χρησιμοποιήσεις αυτό το flu powder. Αλλά είναι μέσα στο σχολείο γι' αυτό. Oh well. Έχει το flu powder, το flu waypoint.
statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls. Don't mind me, owls. I'm here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues?
Revelio.
I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. I'd best keep looking. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of No statues here. Oh, this will do nicely. Oh, I'll take that, thank you. Nothing.
Ναι. Όχι.
Δουλεύει τώρα. Α, είναι πράσινο, ωραία. Αυτό πρέπει να κοιτάς.
Ναι, αυτό κοιτάζω.
Α, δεν τελειώσει ακόμα. Shit. Θα φέρω το δεύτερο.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. Here's a welcome surprise. No statues here. This will do nicely. Nothing. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. I'd best keep looking. What's happening?
Oh, hi.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness. I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
Πριν είχε αυτό το λόγο.
Μα μήπως ήταν για άλλο λόγο, γιατί καλά ισχύει ότι έπαιρνε και το δίκιο, δεν ξέρω τι γινόταν.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons, but as you can see, I never got the chance.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of well, my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Είναι, δεν ξέρω, κάποια pages που δείχνουν πού πας, από ένα βιβλίο. Ο τύπος γενικά έκανε ένα πολύ intricate plan για να πάει, για να κρύψει ένα ραβδί, το οποίο δεν έχει καμία ουσιαστική αξία πέρα από τη συναισθηματική.
New quest. Ooh, nice. Είναι ωραίο παιχνίδι το πούστο.
Ναι, το βλέπεις τι ωραίο που είναι. Κοίτα εδώ.
Yeah, this is a wallpaper.
Είναι γεμάτο με τέτοια. Τώρα, αν είχα τη σκούπα βέβαια θα ήταν πολύ πιο εύκολο, αλλά δεν έχω.
Δεν έχει falling damage, πώς πέφτεις έτσι.
Εντάξει, άμα πες από αρκετό ύψος, ναι, έχει falling damage. Λοιπόν, για να δω, αν πάω από εκεί τώρα, αυτό είναι στο Forbidden Forest.
The Disarming Charm.
Ναι.
Το έχεις?
Όχι, δεν το έχω ακόμα.
Πρέπει να το βρεις πρώτα.
Βασικά πρέπει να πάω στο σχολείο και να το μάθω.
Πήγαινε.
Οπότε ναι. Για αρχή κάτσε να δω τι έχω. Ναι.
Και φαίνεις 31.
Quest. Για να δούμε. Θέλει αυτό. Για να κάνω incendio on enemies. Καλά, μάλιστα. Οκ. Για να δούμε που θα κάνουμε αυτό το quest.
Incendio. τώρα. Fast travel.
Είναι πολύ ωραία το fast traveling. Και το δικαιολογούν και πάρα πολύ ωραία.
Teleport.
Teleport powder.
Why not? Dangerous.
Revelio.
Κάτσε να βρω μερικούς εχθρούς.
Πόσο χρόνο είναι αυτή η Γουέλη?
16. 15-16 είναι στην πέμπτη χρονιά.
Πέμπτη χρονιά είναι 17.
17.
Και 12 πάνε, είναι σαν...
11.
Σε γυμνάσιο.
Αυτό ακριβώς. Πού είναι? Α, το βρήκα.
Πατάς το κουμπί να βγάζει αυτό το κόμμα.
Ναι.
Yeah. 3 out of 5.
I'm going places. Εδώ έχει πολλά. Χα.
Το
Στο χάρτη.
Μήνυμα. Δεν έφτασε.
Ναι, θέλει να είναι κοντά.
Για να το βρει. Πώς πεθάνεις εδώ να φύγει. Τι είναι αυτό που λέγε Silver Arrow Broomstick?
Είναι αργότερα όταν έχω πάρει το...
Α, πολύ μετά.
Όχι πολύ μετά, είναι λίγο μετά. Μου ξέφυγε τέτοιο. Εκές. Στυλ. Πώς σου φαίνεται?
Όμορφο.
Ναι.
Pretty game που λένε στο χωριό.
hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House, like you. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Nice.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Ήσασταν λες μαθητές με το διευθυντή, πώς είναι δυνατόν?
Ποιος είναι ο διευθυντής εδώ?
Ένας Professor Black.
Δεν είναι ο Dumbledore.
Όχι, είναι ο Professor Black, ο οποίος είναι αρκετά νέος στην όψη και λέει είμαστε συμμαθητές και λέει πώς είναι δυνατόν, κάποια στιγμή στη δουλειά μου με χτύπησε ο ίδιος ο χρόνος. Ωραία πράγματα. Οπότε για να δω. Πού το? Αυτό είναι? Όχι. Αυτό είναι.
Expelliarmus. Τα βάζεις τώρα, κατάλαβα πώς δουλεύει. Έξυπνο control scheme.
Εδώ πώς είναι. It's beautiful. Look at it. Όλο το scale. Ναι.
Ναι, αυτό.
Δεν ξέρω πώς μπορεί να αποσυνδεθεί.
Βάλει τα
I need to get some dragonfly class for herbology.
Ωραία τα γραφικά, και τα φώτα.
Δεν προχωρούσα. Transfiguration Guardian.
Ναι, γιατί όχι. Είναι κοντά μάλλον στο Transfiguration Classroom γι' αυτό. Για να δούμε. Πού πρέπει να πάω τώρα? Οκ.
Και το quest map. Έλεγε το quest πρέπει να πας.
Ναι. Δεν είναι μόνο το quest map, είναι και ο γρίφος του Jack του.
Σωστό αυτό. Σωστό.
Το έχουν φτιάξει. Και το φως φαίνεται ακριβώς όπως θα έπρεπε να φαίνεται. Οπότε, έχουμε και λέμε, υπάρχει ένα αρχείο εδώ. Όχι αυτό. Όχι αυτό. Α, αυτό. Θέλει λούμος. Well, okay then.
Lumos.
Τη νύχτα ίσως.
Σε δύο κεριά δείχνει. Είναι τα κεριά.
Τα κεριά εμφανίζονται. Εμφανίζονται λογικά μα κάνεις το λούμος.
Πού είναι?
Αυτό μου φάνηκε, δηλαδή. Αυτό δεν είναι. Βάζεις λούμος.
Μετά, αυτό σημαίνει μετά τη γέφυρα.
Ή μετά στη μέση. Ναι.
Και ανάβεις δύο κεριά. Δεν είναι αυτή η γέφυρα όμως, είναι ένα πέτρινο.
Ναι, έχεις δίκιο.
Πού έχει πέτρινη γέφυρα?
Μπορεί να είναι πιο μπροστά. Εν τω μεταξύ, κοίτα εδώ πόσα πολλά μικρά πραγματάκια.
Αυτά είναι shaders.
Αυτά είναι τα shaders.
Είναι και αυτά shaders.
Εντάξει, τότε λογικό να θέλει τόσο πολύ ώρα, γιατί είναι απίστευτο το πόσα πράγματα έχουν κάνει scribble πάνω. Extreme danger.
Extreme.
Το γράφει μια ταμπέλα.
Έχεις ξανάρθει από εδώ?
Ναι, αλλά δεν θυμάμαι που είναι η γέφυρα.
Δεν έχεις χάρτη της περιοχής?
Δεν σου δείχνει τις γέφυρες απαραίτητα.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Α, αυτή η γέφυρα.
Lumos.
Μπορείς να ανάψεις και με αυτό.
Είναι λάθος γέφυρα. Πρέπει να βρω κι άλλες γέφυρες στο ποτάμι.
Έχει ένα κονίδιο, τι είναι αυτό? Αυτό δεν είναι για το quest. Να το, quest updated, για δες λίγο.
Πρέπει να είναι
Here I am, as good as my word.
Α, απλά το άλλο ήταν για να σε καθοδηγήσει. Αλλά άντε αυτό πήγες κατευθείαν. Γίνεται και αυτό.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Only a Ravenclaw would travel this far in pursuit of knowledge.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek.
Latin.
As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Πάμε, να τον ακολουθήσεις.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Εγώ το κάνω αυτό.
Όχι, εδώ δεν είναι.
Latin.
Είσαι σίγουρο.
Or Greek.
Δεν είναι το πάθη και τους άφησε.
Όχι.
Έχει... Ναι, τώρα το είδα το point.
Πινακίδες παντού, θα πεθάνεις.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Νομίζω ότι πας σε λάθος.
Όχι, όχι, καλά πάω.
Μάλιστα αριστερά σου, πού στρίβει το πάθη.
Αργότερα.
Όχι.
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
There's a tremendous amount of work on this game.
Ναι, ναι. Να πίστευτο το πόσο. Και έχω προσέξει επίσης ότι πραγματικά δεν χαλάει το... Δεν έχει bugs πολλά.
Αυτό δεν θα έλεγα τώρα, δεν φαίνεται να έχει πολλά bugs.
Παραδόξως στις κονσόλες έχει.
PC Master Race.
Something oddly solemn about this place.
Save έχει.
Such regal creatures,
Κάνε save
stags.
εδώ. Δεν μ' αρέσει η φράση. Φαίνεται σαν boss.
There it is, just as Jackdaw described.
Whisper the password. Intramuros.
Intramuros.
How nice. Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. You don't believe you could...
I won't rest until you're dead.
Ooh.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Όχι, είμαι καλή στη μάχη.
I see that. Hint. Find the missing pages.
I wonder how big this place is.
Είναι στάφος. Τι είναι?
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out on me. Impressive. That must be where this all leads.
Είπες να βάλεις το link να τα ακούω. Α, θες να το βάλεις?
Όχι.
Ήσου? Να βάλεις δεύτερο...
Not now.
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
Όπως τα πάντα. Γενικά όπου πάμε εδώ καταλήγει στο ότι μόνο ένα άτομο με το
I wonder if any of my spells
με το
will help me
ύφος
through this.
μαγείας μπορεί να μπει εδώ μέσα. Ναι, απλά είναι αυτό το ότι κάθε τόσο το έχουμε πολιτήσει.
If I could summon that platform to me, I could likely get on it.
Levioso. Here.
Ναι, μπορούσα να το κάνω χωρίς... Ναι.
Νομίζω ότι την άλλη πρέπει να πας.
Από εκεί κάτω και σκαρπάλωσα.
Από την άλλη πρέπει να πας, νομίζω.
Όχι, δεν ξέρω, απλά έχει πράγματα. Όπως αυτό.
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
Uncollected rewards, λέει, το βλέπεις.
Τα οποία πάνε, είδες που είναι στα challenges που είναι.
Challenges, ναι, αυτό είναι.
Ναι, αυτά εδώ.
Το πρώτο.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him.
Δεν μπορεί να πηδήξει κάτω εδώ.
Ναι.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
Wait for it. Okay, this should do it. Άντε αυτό.
Γίνεται. Δύσκολο, αλλά γίνεται.
Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
Ας σου λείπει το τρίτο,
Ναι. Αλλά αυτό σημαίνει ότι ένα σημείο που εκεί πίσω δεν το είδα.
Δεν προχωράμε τώρα.
It's extra loot.
Εντάξει, θα ζήσει χωρίς extra loot.
Δεν μπορώ να γυρίσω εδώ.
I'm not going to touch them this
Hey!
Ναι. Ναι, δεν γίνεται. Γιατί έχει τέτοιο. Όχι, για να γίνει αυτό πρέπει να... Έχει μουσικά.
Τώρα πρέπει να
Ancient Magic. Είναι... ουσιαστικά ναι. Ουσιαστικά αυτοί που έχουν Ancient Magic είναι τέτοιοι, χρησιμοποιούν τα elements at will. Όπως οι Sorcerers.
Ρο.
Όλα για τα stats.
Εννοείται.
Κάτσε, αυτό είναι το καινούργιο, αλλά ποιο έχει τα καλύτερα stats. Μήπως είναι αυτό? Α, αυτό είναι.
Γιατί είναι κινέζικο.
Νομίζω τώρα τα έκανα σχεδόν όλα. Το τρίτο πρέπει να είναι κάπου απέναντι. Α, να το. Παντού αράχνες. Το ξέρεις ότι υπάρχει φίλτρο αραχνοφοβίας, έτσι? Στο λέω να το ξέρεις.
Τι κάνει?
Λογικά δεν θα βλέπεις αράχνες, μπορεί να είναι κάτι άλλο, μπορεί, δεν ξέρω.
Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Α, όχι, αυτή η φωτιά λες. Δεν ξέρω, μπορεί να είναι...
Βγάζει ένα εικονίδιο το πας σε πρώτα βίντεο.
Ναι, το είδα.
Τι κάνει αυτό το εικονίδιο?
Α, δεν το κάνουν όλα. Το έκανε τώρα αυτό. Το εικονίδιο αυτό νομίζω είναι αυτό που σου είπα όντως.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Και εδώ θα τελειώσουμε για σήμερα. Goodbye to any of my kisses in the future.
Εντάξει λοιπόν.
Exit game.
Bye bye.